And both pairs consist of a left and right-handed player. Vivian K-Moon Hu and Woon Ki-wei for Malaysia. My goodness me. Vivian Hu, both knees heavily strapped. So too, Woon Ki-wei. Klaus Schlieben of Austria are umpire for this one.
Which side? Okay, who's receiving?
And halfway in of Hong Kong, our service judge. So the tall left-hand up, Camilla Rotayul, and her partner, Christina Pedersen. Pedersen turned 28 7 days ago. Just celebrated her birthday from Aalborg in North Jutland. Her partner, the left-hander there, she's already 30 years of age and from Skagen, right in the north, very north.
You can't get any further.
You can't, you go into the sea.
Yes.
So there we go. Well, yep, she's only 30, Camilla Rotayul. Doesn't turn 31 until the 23rd of November, so she's still got about 6 months to go before that 31st birthday. World ranking, as I say, number 3 in the world. They were World Championship bronze medalists last year. And in fact, both of them are World Championship medalists in the mixed doubles as well. Camilla Rotayul, a gold medal here in India in Hyderabad in 2009, and in that very same championship, Christina Pedersen won a bronze medal in the mixed doubles. But they are two-time European champions, winning their second consecutive. That also a biannual event, like the Uber Cup, only happens every 2 years. So there, Pedersen, Olympic bronze medalist in the mixed doubles as well in London. My goodness me, isn't she a successful player? And this lady, well, the left-handed Woon Ki-wei, 25 years of age, from Selangor. Her partner born in Kuala Lumpur. She's 24. Well, I do apologise about that because we seem to have got a little bit wrong. Woon Ki-wei is 25, who is 24. But the world ranking, absolutely correct, 23. Highest world ranking they've had is up at 12. But they've had their injury problems, and that is quite obvious from seeing the amount of surgical tape wrapped around their legs at the moment. Knee problems, ankle problems, back problems. Well, poor pair have struggled. They withdrew from their home event, the Malaysian Grand Prix Gold, because of those injury problems. But they were gold medalists last year at the SEA Games, the Southeast Asian Games. Gracia Poli and Nadia Priscilla Maswari of Indonesia in the final. That probably more than their best result, that gold medal at the Southeast Asian Games.
Yeah.
Well, they're their coaches, Rosman Razak and Tamsin Her.
We used to play together in the men's doubles.
As I was mentioning earlier.
Get ready, please. Please put everything in.
this is the first time that these two pairs will meet each other.
Ladies and gentlemen, on my right, Denmark, represented by Christina Pedersen and Camilla Reuter-Juhl. And on my left, Malaysia, represented by Won Ki Wei and Vivian Ho Kan Moon. Christina Pedersen to serve to Won Ki Wei, love all, play.
So Denmark and the world number 3 ranked pair, Christina Pedersen and Camilla Reuter-Juhl, in the second match
It is over.
in this Group
love.
Z tie underway. And of course, the Danes must be overwhelming favourites for this, but equally, it is a match that they must win. As far as Denmark are concerned, coming into Uber Cup, they will look at things and say we have to win our 2 doubles and pick up one of the singles.
That's how it goes. I think in many ways Denmark is favourite to win the 2 doubles and Malaysia is favourite to win the 3 singles. So, you know, both sides are kind of looking for an upset, or maybe Malaysia is quite happy staying back and just hoping for the singles to come through.
Yeah.
So there's pressure on the last 2 singles of Denmark. That's one of them have to win.
Service over. 1, 2.
But I've talked to Wong Tat Ming on a number of occasions, the coach of the Malaysian team, and you know he's saying that the team has had so many injuries over the past 1, 2, 3 years. It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
All the girls are having major problems, and as you can see, the strapping, the injuries, the surgeries, everything. They've had a lot of problems on the camp.
The immediate thing that springs to my mind then, Morten, is are they doing something in training that's causing these injuries? Because if they're all struggling in the same way, it seems to me that perhaps there may be something that they weren't used to physical hard training at a young enough age, and suddenly they've come into the national squad and it's expected the hard physical work that has to be done. Something says to me, because of course every team will have players that have a catastrophic injury. I had one myself, and but it wasn't down to the sort of training, it was just unlucky.
Yeah, but I agree with you that maybe they are pushing the girls a little bit too hard, looking at you know how the boys are training, and say, okay, if the boys are training like this, we would like the girls to do the same. And obviously they do not have the same physical ability, whatever way you look at it.
Yeah.
4.
But it's hard to say. I'm sure they're looking into it, and they have the National Sports Council behind them to really assess all the programs and injuries and all that. So I'm sure they will get lots of good advice from the National Sports Council.
Yeah, the whole of our sport has become scientific based. Everybody has, you know, monitoring and physical tests the whole time, and crikey, in our day we used to just turn up with our plimsolls and our rackets and away we went.
One pair each.
Oh, we're sounding like a couple of old fogies, aren't we?
Yes, we do. But that's okay. That's okay. We have fun. We enjoy it. We follow the game we love.
And what I especially enjoy about the game is seeing how it has progressed in all departments. The professionalism of the way the sport is run by the governing body, the way the sport is presented, the way it's shown now in the media and television around the world. The strides and advances we've made, and the players as well, are far more athletic and dynamic and exciting than, well, you were always exciting, Morten, but it is in general. That whole sport has moved on. It's super.
Absolutely picked up, and I think the sport is balancing between, you know, maybe having the option and possibility of a major breakthrough as a major world sport.
Yeah.
And obviously that's very important in terms of politics and Olympics and all the rest of it. money, prize money, everything. So I think chances are that, you know, badminton as a sport might be able to break through within the next sort of
Service over.
10, 15 years, you know, really get up there among the bigger sports in money terms as well.
Well, 2 years ago, in the Indian media, it was published that badminton now is the second highest participation sport in India. And when you consider how much cricket is played and loved in this country, and also field hockey.
Yes.
So this is indicative of badminton around the world. There's wonderful schemes in place from the BWF with shuttle time, getting youngsters playing badminton in schools, and you're right, the development globally
is huge.
It's huge.
I think the only place where we see, or where we are struggling a bit, is actually where you and I come from, Europe. That, you know, we used to be more dominant in the game than what we are today. But we see America, Canada, South America, smaller badminton nations really doing much, much better. But Denmark, England, Sweden, Holland, Germany, all these countries, we are struggling a little bit compared to what we did in the past.
Yeah.
In all honesty.
I agree with that. Your point, Royton, wholeheartedly, but I also think that it's very positive that, for instance, in the elite tier of tournaments around the world, we've gone into a new continent. We've got an event going to be staged in Australia. We've got the Olympics coming up in Rio.
Yes.
And therefore, badminton, whilst these other countries other than Europe and Asia are not excelling in world terms, the development of badminton in global terms is growing.
Absolutely.
And it's a matter of time.
I agree with you on that, and that's also what I was trying to say, that the only place where I really see stagnation, if you can say that,
is Europe. Yeah, I think that's a very fair point. As the Danes go into the mid-game interval with a 4-point advantage, because it really is, in all honesty, in global terms, really only Denmark that's challenging the world's dominance in badminton from Asia. But this women's doubles pair from Denmark is one of the shining lights as far as European badminton is concerned. Taken on the best Chinese pairs. They've beaten the best Chinese pairs.
Scored 1, 20 seconds.
There's very few women's doubles pairs outside of China that can say that. Well, the tall Camilla Rutayul last month at the European Championships
11-7.
achieved something that no other woman has ever achieved. A gold medal at 5 consecutive European Championships. Prior to them, she and I held the record together.
You did?
Yeah.
Wow.
Records are dead. Beaten. And it's wonderful to see that happen.
Yeah, but still, it's nice to keep the records now and again.
You're more sentimental than me. I was absolutely delighted to see her break our joint record.
13-7.
Beginning to really stamp their authority, I think, now on this opening game. The Danes.
The stakes are creeping in the Malaysian pair.
Service over. 8-13. Service over.
Yeah, good follow-up by Camilla.
14-8.
And again, very clever just to do this one, the block, rather than trying to go for the big smash again, because sometimes you really miss them.
only in the opening game, Morton, but already I'm saying to myself now, how are the Malaysians going to use tactics here to really challenge the Danes? Because I don't see them having the powerful attack that the Danes have, and I don't see them really hunting the net as the Danes do.
No, I agree with you a lot.
So it's difficult to understand what they should do.
It's very, very hard to find a way. You know, it depends on your abilities, and again, what have you got in your toolbox is what I usually say. And in almost any department, the Danish pair is better.
Oh, that's beautiful.
17,
Straight down the
9.
line. Sacrifice power for placement, and she couldn't have walked over to the other side of the court and placed that any better.
As you would say, plumb on the line.
Service over.
But you know, now when you posed
10,
the question
17.
before, you know, what can the Malaysian combination do? I think it comes, you know, they have to find a way how they could dent the confidence of the Danish pair. They're starting to snatch a little bit of the shots, and maybe indecision, who's going to take it, a service mistake now and again, and all that, you know. Maybe rushing, starting to rush the services a bit more, take some chances on it, you know, trying to unsettle that confidence. That's, you know, a way of doing it.
Goodness gracious, what defence. Just into that as well. Just wrong.
But they have to be very careful, the Malaysian pair, when they attack and play their hard smashes, because the two girls from Denmark, they are, I should say, they're really stepping into it. Maybe they should play a few more drop shots and, you know, move the opponents around before they're opening up with the smashes.
Where was it you and I were watching the Danes, Morton, where they were getting caught a number of times with a punch clear down the centre?
Down the centre, that was at the All England.
Yeah.
And they actually bumped into one another.
That's right.
And Christina got hit on the nose by the racket, I think.
Yeah, that's right.
And after that, they lost the match. They simply just couldn't get it together. And
So
you say that channel attack, that middle of the court, is definitely where they have communication problems.
Yeah.
And that has not been exploited at all.
Not yet.
14, 17.
But they are crawling now.
Service over. 18, 14.
Rushing the serve, it's so difficult to rush the serve of Christina. She is serving excellently. Not rehearsed.
I was holding my breath there, Morton.
You were. I was lucky. No, I would say under normal circumstances, she is a really good server.
Yes. 15, 19.
No, I'd serve a little towards her left shoulder right now. Oh, the flick's not bad either.
No, not when you can control the length.
This one. Ooh.
16, 19.
I think they are starting to find a recipe, the Malaysian combination.
Start jangling.
Yep.
17.
And it was a clever cross-court smash, because if you look at the Danish combination and you talk about defensive abilities, I would say that Camilla is stronger defensive-wise than Christina is, and that cross-court smash was possibly a proof of that, and Christina didn't get her back.
Forgot they were playing a left-hander.
20. Game point.
That one there.
Game point. 17.
Very easy for Camilla Rutiul.
Play.
And now the Danes have game point opportunities.
That's a good variation on the serve.
Game.
Serving it wide.
And a very expressive
First
reaction
game won by
from
Denmark.
Christina
21,
Pedersen
17.
at the end of that point. She knew that was all getting a little bit tight. 16 minutes for game number one. Hard fought. 21-17 the scoreline to the world number 3 pair. Jesper Larsen, former European men's doubles champion. 2000, I think it was, with Jens Eriksson.
Jens Eriksson, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a little of a funny story with him, because when he was younger and not in the national team, he was playing a little bit in Sweden and a little bit in France and all that, and Denmark was struggling for men's doubles players, and I was in charge. And I phoned him up and said, you know, you want to come home and play some badminton? And he did. And he did really well for Denmark. So quite pleased with that.
Absolutely. And you know what? He was on a world tour as well. He was seeing the world.
He was,
not,
yes.
Yeah.
I met him on Borneo.
In Borneo.
Yes.
You and I met him.
You and I met him.
Yeah. He was travelling the world.
Yes.
Come back and play some badminton, man.
I think it was in Kuching, actually.
Kuching?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, one of these freak things that happens.
Yeah.
20 seconds.
Thank goodness he did come back.
You.
So one game to the good, the Danes.
One. Second game. Love all. Play.
So the European champions. Well, they did look very pleased to take that opening game. I guess, Morten, when you're playing against a pair you've never played against before, it's always a little unnerving because you don't know their style. And
yeah, you need to settle into a rhythm, and it's the first match in the tournament for them as well. So, you know, it's only understandable.
yeah.
That's a good cover by Vivian there.
2 love.
That's a good return.
Service
So
over.
it was very aggressive.
2.
Cross-court smash. Really good power and very surprising.
1.
Well played by Camilla. Here we see it coming cross-court. Very nice slice as well. Maybe that's been part of the tactical plan, you know, in the break between the two games that they were talking about, some cross-court smashing.
Yeah, I do think that Woon Ki-wei on occasions is very committed to one side or the other on her defence. And if you can spot that, service fault called.
Service over. 5, 2.
Yeah, I thought that was nice playing that rally from Vivian, who...
It was.
3.
It was standing her ground well.
Yeah.
I don't think this game is far from over yet. Lots of things can happen.
Yeah.
Service over.
She's a lefty.
6, 3. Seven, 3. Service over. 4, 7.
Just seems to have gone off the boil for the moment.
Yeah. Yeah, not much play. No long rallies.
Yeah, this is much better. Almost gone in each other's way.
Yes.
8, 4.
That's a situation that can be quite bad. She's going back, the other one going forwards. If anyone starts hitting that one.
Yeah. Technically, from a coach's point of view, should it be the rear court player coming forward for that, or would you...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh, what a good flick serve. My goodness me.
9-4.
Just varying the serve. It's not only the fact that she gets the shuttle so tight over the net.
No.
She varies it so nicely.
Every time it's a different serve.
No.
Service over. 5.
It happened again. Yeah.
We've got to. I was going to say we've got to stop singing her praises, but we're not going to do that because she's a wonderful player and she does have a wonderful serve. But she is only human. She will make the odd mistake. Nice. Oh my goodness. Brilliant, Molly. Oh, fantastic. Well, it was only 3 or 4 rallies ago we said it'd gone off the boil. It certainly hasn't gone off the boil anymore. What a terrific rally.
Yeah. And that's a good gap to find right in the middle between the two players.
Yeah. And a 6-point advantage for the Danes at the mid-game interval. 26 minutes, and they look to be in control.
Squad 1, 20 seconds. Squad 1, 20 seconds. Thank you. Thank you, coach. Coach.
Represented by Yu Seo and Lee Day. India represented by B. Reddy and Manu Andre. Umpire, race chair, secret ball. Service judge, Dheeraj Guniyardri, Mauritius.
Eleven, 5. Play.
So you play. Oh my goodness me! What a dreadful serve! What a roll with it.
That's right. Yeah.
Isn't it funny, Morton, how as players
5.
get older towards the end of their career, how many players, I experienced it myself, then lose the touch or the nerve on their low serve. We see it time and time again. We saw it with Chen Wing-Sing from Taipei, Rikke Olsen from...
Oh, you remember that?
Yes. I do remember that.
Yes, she is my prime example.
Yeah. And there's been a couple of occasions where I've watched Camilla and thought, oh dear, she's just... It's like the older golfer. They seem to get the yips on the putting, whereas when you're a youngster, you tend not to have fear. You just
you're bold.
You bold.
12.
Let's go for it. Let's just play that serve.
Yeah, but it is seen. I agree with you totally.
Yeah.
Yeah, the girl from Taiwan is extraordinary.
Service over. 13, 7.
Yeah. Very nice girl. She was chatting to me on the bus the other day. Chen Wing-Sing.
Yes. Actually speaks quite good English.
She does.
Yes.
She's going to be a youth ambassador at the Youth Olympic Games for badminton.
14, 7.
She'll do a fine job. She's a teacher as well by profession, so she's obviously good with the youngsters.
I'm playing in Japan at the moment, and here we go. We can go on and on and on. Yes. A good lead and a good flick serve.
Yeah.
Service over. 8, 14.
That's pressure.
Yeah.
They're just moving up
Service
and
over.
up and up, the two Danes.
15-8.
By the end of the rally, we're forward at the net.
Good interception by Camilla.
16-8.
Not easy on that backhand side, and serving and then getting in around on that one was good.
Service over. 9-16.
Well taken, isn't it?
Service over.
Tempting faith a bit.
17,
Playing shots like that from
9.
a low position upwards against two so good mixed doubles players and right into the forehand. It was almost destined to go wrong.
Eighteen, 9.
Just 3 points taken the match.
Service over. 10-18.
I do like the way the Danes, even when one has made an error, they look at each other, they smile and say, okay, come on, next point.
There's great support between them.
Yeah. Oh, it's beautiful.
Service over. 19-10.
Yeah. Playing
20
solidly now, the
match
Danes,
points,
having 10 match points coming up.
Oh,
That's the first one.
serve out wide, look for the straight reply for the left-hander. Very easy to then make the put away. So 2 straight games for the European champions. 21-17, 21-10 in 33 minutes.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Match won by Denmark.
Set move.
21-17.
Set play.
21-10.
and it worked perfectly. They'll be very happy with that indeed. After that slightly nervous opening game, they were always in front though. I think they, having got that first game under their belts, just grew in confidence. Having never played their opponents, they were a little unsure at the
He pick you up.
start,
Come with him.
but very positive in the way they finished. So once again, confirmation of the scoreline of the first women's doubles. 21-17, 21-10 in 33 minutes.
Thank you.
नंबर 3 में चेक करना. हेलो.
So the next match on court.
And here we see the highlights of the match. And good pressure by Christina Peterson here. Reception. And that was the winning shot in the first game. Good cross court here by Camilla. And that's what we talked about, good interception. It's very difficult on that backhand after the serve. And that was match point. And that confirms the match for Denmark. 2 straight games, and the scoreline now in the overall match between Malaysia and Denmark is 1-1.
So the overall tie beautifully balanced at 1 match apiece. Their confirmation, it is 1-1 after the first 2 matches. So the next match on court will be the second women's singles. And the second women's singles, as we can see, will be Anna-Thea Madsen, who was silver medalist at the recent European Championships, up against Yang Li Lian.
Denmark, represented by Anna-Thea Madsen, and Malaysia, represented by Yang Li Lian. Umpire, Caroline Area, Ireland. Service judge, Rinetomo Asahara, Japan.
So the umpire, Caroline Ariel from Ireland, leading out the players for this third match within the Denmark-Malaysia tie. This is a Group Z match, and the other teams in this group, Japan, the number 2 seeds, and Germany. So both these teams will believe that they have a chance of finishing the group stage as second in the group at the very least, and therefore will qualify for the